start with the beef ribeye. Let's identify the key components. The ribeye cap, the complexus muscle, and the ribeye center. This end is separated from the chuck. The opposite end is separated from the loin. Here you'll see primarily one muscle and just a portion of the ribeye cap. The next step is we will cut 3 to 4 ribeye steaks from the loin end. You could cut more if you'd like. It really depends on how many steaks you need to fill the case. We recommend these steaks be cut 3/4 to an inch thick. Trim the steaks to your specifications. Now we will start to remove this external fat and any connective tissue, primarily away from the ribeye cap. Notice here you will see the tail or the lip. You can gently pull to start the separation process and then use your knife to complete the separation. After you have removed the tail, turn the ribeye over and locate the intercostal muscles. These are pieces of meat that lie in between the rib bones. Next, we will remove any unwanted fat or connective tissue that may be resting on this side of the ribeye. Notice here we have the complexus muscle. You're going to use that to start the separation to remove the cap. Leave that portion of the muscle with the ribeye cap. Notice how we're just pulling this. We're not even using a knife. You can pretty much separate this without even bringing a knife. It pulls away very nicely. Once you can no longer remove this, take your knife to complete the separation process. Now we have two portions, the ribeye center and the ribeye cap. Let's start by removing any unwanted fat from the ribeye cap. Another opportunity we have to merchandise the ribeye cap would be to remove a portion of the complexus muscle that's left on the cap. Since you typically will probably only cut one ribeye a day, it would be hard to use this portion for a cut. Therefore, we recommend using it for kebab or stir fry if you remove it. If you leave it on, you'll notice here it's approximately 3 or 4 inches deep. So leave that on to cut your ribeye cap steaks. There are several ways to merchandise the ribeye cap. But first we must remove this heavy, thick, opaque connective tissue. Just slide the knife underneath the connective tissue and gently follow through until it removes. The ribeye cap has merchandising flexibility. You can roll the ribeye cap for a pinwheel option. Try adding spinach or feta cheese for a value-added application. The cap could be sliced thin for sauté strips, or about 1 inch thick for grilling steaks. The ribeye cap steak is simply an amazing cut of beef, loaded with flavor, tender, and juicy. You can leave it whole or portion the cap steaks to your specs based on what your consumers are obviously looking for. Again, the ribeye cap is just absolutely amazing, and it's a must-add to your meat case. We're not done yet. Check out part 2, cutting the ribeye fillet.